this is what is our tipping floor and our holding area. This is a good place to start because it's both the beginning of the process, when things come in the truck, get emptied out here, and the end of the process, the material gets baled up into cubes. So Aubrey said, well, why is all this here? Because of that vast amount of material, anywhere from 20 to 40 tons come in here in 2 days. Monday through Friday. So it'll be like this, when they come back in here Tuesday morning, they'll process it, and by the end of the day, it's back fully. Or almost full. So it's just a continuous rotation of materials.
You do get caught up.
We do, and sometimes we'll reach that back wall when there's a holiday delay. That tends to back us up because of the holiday and no operation. It depends on logistics. We have 6, 8, 10 semi trucks coming in and out of here every week, hauling the materials out. But as fast as they're picking it up, we're putting it right back in the pile for them to pick up next time. On average, we have about 3 to 4 cardboard trucks per week come in here to pick up cardboard. So that's a little over 20 ton at a time.
And what happens, so the cardboard goes out, is it getting reprocessed to form cardboard again?
Yes, so all the cardboard, what you see, we collect source separated cardboard from big generators like the university, businesses throughout the city, the city itself. So that it's already sorted for us, and we're just baling it up. And that gets sent to a variety of mills. We work with brokers, commodities brokers. They figure out what mill needs it, who needs it more, and where it needs to go. They send trucks here, we load it up, send it off, and we get the returns from the sale of that material. So it's a constant in and out.
So how much do you guys get for like a bale? Like one of those square things of metal, for example?
That's a good question. It's continually moving. It's a moving target all the time. The commodities market is directly tied to the oil price index. So the value of oil goes up, the value of the materials goes up. There's a little bit of a lag time, but there's a pretty close correlation to that. It's tied to the price of virgin materials. So if it's cheaper to get virgin materials based off of oil or that use oil to extract those things, that drives the commodities, the recycling market down. And then conversely, as it goes up, the commodities market goes up. So only traditional recycling, things on the Athens City website and on our website, is what goes in the recycling bin. All these other hard to recycle materials, most of them, and this is listed on our website, what can be brought, but it can be dropped off at our other location in Chansey.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So you see your recycling, and it's got a stamped with the recycling symbol, and it says number 6.
Yep.
That indicates polystyrene. There's different types of polystyrene. So if you go to Bob Evans, say, or some restaurant and get one of those clamshell containers, sometimes those are made out of polystyrene, but it's not extruded polystyrene, which is the trademark name styrofoam. So that's that foam like packing material. Now we do take that if it's clean and free of other materials, tapes and staples and things like that. We actually work with Ohio University, and they haul that with theirs, what they collect, up to Lancaster to an insulated building products who does recycle the styrofoam there.
But the clamshell type stuff you don't do.
We do take in the single stream. That's why it's a little bit confusing.
Okay. Okay, so
Well, this is the first, you saw the outside where the materials come in. And so this facility is designed, it's not just all automated. So there's still a lot of handwork involved in what we do here. Robots and machines can only do so much. So there are some things that are automated, like we never touch glass, aluminum, or steel. Those are all pulled out automatically. So the first machine right here you see behind you is this big 9-ton piece of steel is a glass breaker. So all the food, beverage containers that come in, it just breaks the glass. They fall down through a screen and go outside into a bin. So the glass is pulled out automatically, and the reason for that is glass is really hard on the rest of the equipment. It wears out the belts and the bearings and all kinds of things really quickly. So we want to get that out first. The second step is, you see these big yellow tubes here? This is where our plastic bags are pulled off. When this is running, it's like a huge vacuum. So the guys are pulling the bags off and putting up these tubes, and it just goes onto its own bin. So, before we asked everybody to pack all their bags together in one big bag. Well, that's changed now with this facility because we can't stuff those big bags up that tube. So that's why we ask everything to be put in the recycling bin loosely. So, the fact of it is, just like the materials, technology changes. We can accept 1 through 7 plastics now because we send it to a facility in Pennsylvania that uses lasers to detect the different types of plastic to help sort those out. So we don't actually separate those plastics out here. We just bale all the 1 through 7s up, with the exception of film plastics, which are pulled off separately. which are typically a number 2 or number 4. We send those all to Pennsylvania. They break those bales apart and use that new technology to help separate those materials down to each type of polymer or plastic.
How the heck does this get the glass out?
It just breaks it. It breaks it into glass cullet, and the cullet falls down through.
Is it hand
Because of
sort or is the
weight.
machine
Because
like
it's
know
heavy.
Wait, and it must
What's
be
that?
Do you hand sort the glass or is it just know and machine know it's glass?
We don't sort the glass out.
First.
So by color. So it just breaks it. There's a big steel. If you look at this one, these are rubber tumblers, but inside that machine is steel tumblers, and it just literally breaks the glass and it falls down through. Yes.
Gotcha.
So the glass, we send all of our glass to the Rumpke Glass Recycling Facility in Dayton, Ohio. So it's a very heavy material. It's very costly to recycle. It's hard to handle for many reasons, some of which I already mentioned. They, at that facility, speaking of technology, sort and filter the glass out and use optical sorters to separate out the colors of glass. So they separate it out there. So in a sense, we're a recycling center, but we're like a processing and packaging center at the same time. We're just sort of moving things around, sorting it out a little bit. This goes further down the line to be sorted again. So when we talk about the 750,000 recycling jobs in the United States, this is what we're talking about. The guys on the trucks, the guys at facilities like this, the guys at these other recycling plants that are further refining these materials for use in additional manufacturing.